really there's no perfect time prediction other than going out and running the distance of your race at race pace. But the workout today should give me an indication on where I'm at fitness wise. It's 3 by 1 mile repeats, and I could be doing it on the track, but I am gonna do it on the Greenbelt. My 5K, sub 17 5K attempt is gonna be on the Greenbelt. If I were to do it on the track, I'd be running 1600 meters probably, which is a little bit short. A full mile, 1609 meters. And no music today. I won't have music during my race. So just trying to do a little bit of stuff that's similar to race day, which is really helpful for these kind of workouts. And I did this workout, same exact workout, a few weeks ago, and if you've been following along, it did not go very well. I was shooting for 5:30 pace, and I didn't get down to it at all. I think I ran a 5:43, a 5:37, and a 5:35. And today I'm trying to run in the 5:20s, so we'll see how that ends up going. I'm here in downtown Boise, just starting from the church, getting my warm-up in, and won't get a ton of footage probably while I'm running, but I'll try to do some updates on the way. But the reason why this is a good indicator workout is I know that my target is 17 minutes, sub 17 for the 5K, which is a 5:28 mile. So if I can run 3 5:28s or below with a little bit of break in between on race day, I'm hoping to be able to run those consecutively without a break. Obviously 5K is 3.1, so a little bit extra there, but that last 0.1 is just a gimme. So I'm going to be running the workout today solo, which honestly, because nobody else was available to go with me today, but I'm just already getting in my mind right now that I'll be running it similar to a time trial. Have to get used to running your own race. I am wearing the Endorphin Pro 3s. It's a little bit windy out here, and that's okay. Can't control the conditions, but you can't control your effort. And so we're getting down to the Greenbelt here. It's almost exactly a mile from the church building where I work down here to the Greenbelt, which runs along the Boise River for miles and miles. So probably do a couple strides, do a little bit more stretching, and then we'll get to it. All right, mile 1 done, 5:21. So yeah, I've been getting faster the last few weeks, and all that speed work is paying off for recovery on these. Probably about maybe around quarter mile, I'll walk till my heart rate's down into that recovery zone, and then jog and then get to it. I'm not as worried about the recovery as I am hitting the paces on these. Yeah, that pace feels hot. It feels like that'll be hard to hold that for 3.1 miles, but again, if I can hold it throughout the rest of the workout, that'd be a really good sign, really good indicator for what to expect. These kind of workouts are important, not just to get the work done, but they're important for proper pacing on race day. A lot of times people have these target race paces and they go out way too fast or way too slow because they don't really have a good idea of where their fitness is at. And you know, time and time again, the optimal way to race is a negative split. So starting off slightly slower than you can run and then increasing. So yeah, based on today, I'll kind of be making my race plan. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna keep doing some speed work and then do a little mini taper. But for right now, I've got to start jogging and get ready for rep 2. Okay, it's rep 2 done. Mile split was 5:25. A few seconds off the first one, but that's okay. That just means I didn't start off too slow. 5:25 is still in that target race pace range. One of the things to remember if you're doing your workouts out on the road, out on a path like this, instead of a track, is there's always a little bit of GPS error that you've got to factor into your workout. So, you know, wanting to hit those dead even splits, you know, for each 400 meter, you can just throw that out the window if you're only going off of your GPS. As accurate as GPS signals are, I know that there's trees, there's little tunnels like this one that I go under. And it's important not to be so shackled to your watch looking at those paces, because sometimes what happens is you get really worried. You look down at your watch and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be running this pace, and it's 30 seconds, you know, slower per average mile. And don't worry too much about that. Look down at it a few minutes later, see if it's changed. I feel like I saw anything from 5:10 to 5:45 in that last rep, and I probably ran it dead even most of the way. So that happens a little bit. Another thing I'm thinking about for these longer reps is staying smooth and relaxed. I'm trying to pay attention to my shoulders not getting too tight, not straining, especially too early in the rep, because you're just gonna go faster if you're smooth. You know, smooth equals speed, and trying to be relaxed and run all the way through. And then once you get to the end of like a race for a final sprint or the end of a rep and you're really straining, that's normal, but you shouldn't be feeling that way at the beginning. All right, I'm stalling a little bit because I don't want to, I want a little bit more recovery, but I better get jogging. I got one more. And again, I'm just trying to see 5:20 something on this last rep. Oh, rep 3, 5.7. I'm incoherent right now. Mile 3, 5:21. So that's a good sign. That's about 5:23 average for 3 reps. One of the things that you want to know is mentally this builds confidence. And so during a race, you run that first mile at 5:23 and you're already hurting. Doing a workout like this says, hey, you can do at least 2 more of those. So yeah, based on today's splits, I'll probably start off hopefully around that 5:28 pace for the 5K. Try and tighten it down from there. But I think overall today's a big success. 2 weeks out. If I was running this workout at another point in time, I might run it a bit slower, treat it more like a threshold or tempo day. But I just kind of wanted to send it and see what race pace felt like. It's a beautiful day today, a little bit windy. But yeah, that was good. I don't think my heart rate was really maxing out on any of those. So I took my first workout of the week a little bit lighter. I did hill sprints instead of longer hill repeats, so I don't feel like I built up any lactic acid in my legs. My calves are a little bit sore from that, but nothing crazy. So I felt pretty fresh today. Got the speedy shoes on. I don't do all my fast workouts in speedy shoes, but workouts like this that are basically just a little bit of a dress rehearsal for race day. All right, I'm back here at the church, just cooled down. Camera died, battery died while I was out running. You know, a lot of people are curious, you know, what pace should I be shooting for, or what's a good predictor, that sort of thing. Your watch is going to give you like estimated paces that you should be able to run. If you have a smartwatch, most of the apps have like, here's your predicted times. I can just say I've never found those to be anywhere close to accurate. Typically, I have been able to outperform those predicted paces significantly. And so the best way is for you to be able to just go and actually test yourself. That's really the point of a workout like this, is to test yourself so that you know where you're at, which going into a 5K in a couple weeks, I wouldn't do this workout anywhere closer to the race than today. So I've got 2 more weeks. I'm gonna drop my volume down a little bit, taper a little bit. I'm still gonna do some fast turnover speed stuff. But you know, like today's workout could have been split up. Instead of 3 miles, I could have done 12 by 400 meters and ran them essentially at the same pace. But I wanted to test myself to ask, could I hold that pace for a mile at a time without blowing up, without, you know, my heart rate going crazy, or without you know, building up that fatigue in my legs. So mission accomplished. I think based on today, I'll do some thinking about it, but I think I should be able to hit my target goal, which is break 17 minutes, you know, maybe 16 high, 1650, something like that. But yeah, I'm on this journey to break 17 in the 5K. I never ran that fast. I was a high school cross country runner, and I never broke 17 in a 5K. So I'm trying to, now that I'm in my 30s, trying to get you know, faster than I was when I was in my teen years. And if that's a journey that you want to follow along with, I want to encourage you to hit subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. Hopefully this content is helpful for you, and we'll see you next video.